But yeah, let's move into our play-in predictions. We'll start. You can read through your. We'll just go through the East first. We're gonna wrap these all into one playoff video, I think. So it'll all be one prediction video. Dave, give me your Eastern Conference play-in results.
Sure thing. 7-8 game, I have the Magic beating the Heat. The 9-10 game, I've got the Bulls beating the Hornets. And then that matchup between the two, Bulls, Heat, we've seen it happen a couple times now. I think this time the Bulls are going to get the best of them.
God. All right, Ricky, give me your Eastern Conference play-in predictions.
So in the 7-8 game, I got the Heat beating the Magic. Then I've got in the 9-10 game, Kobe White will go off again. He'll have the most points scored in the playing game, but guess what? They're not counted, so it never happened. Bulls will beat the Hawks. And then Bulls Magic, the matchup everyone wants to see. Who won the trade? And the Bulls beat the Magic to make the play-in.
I appreciate the narrative.
Or to make the playoffs, I should say.
Yep.
Well, 7-8, I have the Heat beating the Magic. 9-10, I have the Hawks beating the Bulls. And at the 7-8 loser, 9-10 winner, I have the Orlando Magic beating the Atlanta Hawks. So no surprises there. I think most of us, well, you guys have the Bulls moving on, right? And I have the Magic, right?
Heat Bulls.
Yeah, you don't have the Heat though, right? You have the Magic Bulls, right, Dave?
Yeah, he's got Magic Bulls. I got Heat Bulls.
You got Magic Balls. So you think? So you think
they're the most magical?
Oh God! You think the Magic? The Heat season ends. Jimmy Butler, is that it for Jimmy Butler? Then,
yeah. That's the end of that run.
Or do you think Houston or Brooklyn?
I think Brooklyn.
Yeah, that's what I think too. All right,
Houston Jimmy makes sense.
Does he get traded?
It was supposed to happen. No, he can't be. His contract's out.
Well, they've got an opt-in trade
deal. 2 years on.
It's a team. Or no, it's a player.
No, it's a player. He's a free agent.
I was thinking, dude, if they trade him to like the Nuggets,
it's an op.
Like a team in the West.
I just don't know if it's player or team. I don't remember.
Because they're not going to trade him to a team in the
player.
East.
I think you can opt in for $52 million.
It's a player option for $52
million.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. He's going to opt out. He's opted out and getting one last bag.
So. Yeah, I think he can get like a 4-year deal at age 36.
But then why don't they just trade him at the deadline for something? Trade him to the West.
He'll be competing.
Sure. All right, let's move on to our Western Conference play-in because we got a lot of rounds to go through. So let's go through our Western Conference play-in. Ricky, give me your Western Conference run through.
7-8, I got the Clippers beating the Pelicans. 9-10, I got the Lakers beating the Spurs. And then my loser matchup, the Lakers are going to beat the Pelicans. So Clippers and Lakers move into the playoffs.
Nice.
I've got the Lakers beating the Kings in the 7-8 matchup. I've got the Pelicans beating the Rockets in the 9-10. And then I've got the Kings beating the Pelicans in the loser versus winner matchup.
Whew. This is the Western Conference is so interesting because it's so different for everybody at the back end. 7-8, I have the Kings beating the Pelicans. The 9-10, I have the Clippers beating the Lakers. Shout out Retro. Mm-hmm. And then the 7-8 loser, 9-10 winner, I have the Clippers beating the Pelicans. So the Kings and the Clippers coming out for the Western Conference for me. Let's dive straight into our first round matchups. I don't know. Do you want to do just round by round in the East, or do you want to just run through your whole Eastern Conference?
I say run through the whole thing.
Let's do East first. All right, Dave, give me your Eastern Conference run through during the playoffs. So you have to do games, just who wins, obviously.
Bulls Celtics. It's gonna be a quick 4 games, Bulls fans. Celtics advancing. Cavs Bucks. I will have the Bucks advancing. Pacers Sixers. You know the Sixers are always good to get to the second round. Magic Knicks. Yeah, I know. Magic Knicks. I've got the Knicks moving on to the next round. Bucks versus Celtics. I mean, come on. It's the matchup we want to see if they're both healthy. But I got Celtics winning it again. And then Sixers Knicks. I've got the Knicks winning. So my Eastern Conference Finals is going to be the 2 best teams, which never happens. So I can't wait to see what goes wrong. Celtics would win over the Knicks.
Philadelphia 76ers. That's what you said. What was going to happen? I'm going to go second because I really want to do the We Agree podcast real quick here, and I'll save Ricky for last. Okay. Celtics Magic. I have the Celtics moving on in the first round. Bucks Sixers. I have the Sixers moving on. Pacers, Cavs have the Pacers moving on. Knicks, Heat have the Knicks defeating the Heat. That means my second round is Celtics, Sixers, Pacers, Knicks. I have the Celtics over the Sixers and the Knicks over the Pacers, which means I have the Celtics and the Knicks in the conference finals. And shocker, I'm going Celtics to repeat winning the East and going back to the finals.
So I got the first game, Knicks and the Bulls. It's going to be a quick 5-game series. Bulls will get one. Gotta give the gentleman sweep. Knicks will win though. Then I got Bucks, Cavs. Cavs will beat the Bucks because they'll be hurt. Pacers, 76ers. Sixers with the win. They're moving on. And then I got Celtics, Heat. Jimmy, it was a good run, but you're done. Celtics move on. Then I got the Knicks and the Cavs. Knicks are going to win. Then I got the Sixers and the Celtics. Jake?
Ooh, the matchup we
Can
love.
you do the honors?
No, I don't want to.
Can you do the honors?
I'm not getting
Clap your hands, everybody. It's the Knicks and the 76ers. Where the Sixers go to the finals to play. You'll find out.
Then you turn off the PlayStation. Honestly.
You'll never find out then.
No memes. The Sixers going to the finals in your predictions.
Mm-hmm.
You're gambling that Embiid
well rested, all three of them, baby.
Well, not
Paul
Maxey.
George, the missing piece.
Man,
it's gonna happen, dude. And it's gonna be great.
Listen. The Yankees already made the World Series, so
if the Sixers and the Yankees win the title in the same season,
and the Saints are the worst team in football, second worst team in football, it'd be a hell.
Take that.
It'd be a hell of a turnaround. Hey, I'd take that. I don't really know the question to ask. I guess they're
just gonna be healthy.
In a Celtics Sixers series, though, you think the Sixers can actually win
in 7 games?
So they're gonna go to Boston and win Game 7.
Yep.
I have a little bit.
Dude, Embiid, the performance in the TD Garden to just smack the Celtics, or do we want Tatum final shot, bounce, miss, redemption?
I should leave the podcast for you to
dude. Wouldn't that be the best redemption? This time you get a bounce, miss.
I do not want to live through multiple bounces on a rim at the buzzer
more than two or more than one.
Ever again in my life. I still remember I was watching that play and I stood up because I thought he missed and he made it. And I just fell face first onto the floor and laid there for a good 5 minutes. I was just like, last time we went to Game 7 against the Boston in the TD Garden, Tatum had like 51. So I really, that's the one time in his career he decided to show up in a big playoff game like that and be that kind of scorer. I don't need that again.
There's one team that got your number.
No, there might be. Yeah, there is one. I'm not saying the Knicks have our number after one series.
Dude, the Dodgers had our number, and what did we do when we won it all?
Yeah,
we beat them. You got to exercise your demons, baby.
I will say this, Dave. Let's say Embiid's healthy, Paul George is healthy. Is that, not saying that you would pick it, is that a realistic prediction if those two are actually healthy? Say you get to the second round.
Yeah, absolutely.
Dude, you're exercising two demons: the Celtics and
round.
the Knicks.
No. But I'm saying no. But you have them. You and me both have them losing to this. I have the Celtics. You have them losing to the Knicks.
Right.
So we're saying that it's kind of more of the same.
I genuinely think the Knicks defense just absolutely you guys up.
But do you think it's interesting, right? I asked this question because the Sixers-Knicks series last year, if the Sixers have Paul George, they probably win that series. Because Tobias Harris was that much of a non-factor.
How many? Yeah, but who was out on the Knicks? They were missing pieces too.
Yeah, let's be honest, the refs did screw you though too.
The refs game,
the refs completely changed the momentum of that series.
Yeah, pulling Tyrese Maxey's shirt on the out of bounds and then tackling him is quite a turnaround. Let's go with that. But yeah, it'll be interesting. It's so hard because obviously, like especially with a team like the Sixers and probably the Thunder and not the Knicks or Celtics and probably the Pacers. Like the Celtics, Pacers, and the Knicks are probably finished products. I don't know if any of them really have a big move left. Like I think what their roster is now is kind of what we're going to see for the majority of the year. While the Sixers, they have some contracts to match and they have their draft picks still. So who are they going to go get, and can they go get somewhat of an?
What do you do at the trade deadline?
Yeah, they're not going to get the highest echelon kind of guy who's going to be obviously a star, but they could go get a role guy who could go find their Derek White, right?
Mhm.
Go find that kind of player who can plug into that lineup and help tremendously. But yeah, I mean, it'll be interesting. I think Dave and I more went towards the chalk.
Mhm.
The Celtics and Knicks we think are the best two
Chalk
teams.
is boring.
Agreed, but these two teams will not make it. I think one of them will be in the conference finals. One won't be. That's usually how it works,
Mhm.
right? You usually have one of the best teams, and one team gets hot.
Yep.
So if you had to bet, Dave, who will be the team that's not in the conference finals once we get to
The Knicks. If Brunson goes down, the team's just garbage. They
Yeah.
lost. I mean, Dante's gone now, and as much as you want to love, like I love Deuce. I think Kolek's a good backup point guard in the NBA already as a freshman or rookie.
Yeah.
They're a Brunson tweak away from just being worthless. So I'm gonna put my money on the Celtics being the team to make it. And if the Knicks have an injury issue, then yeah, it's Sixers, Pacers in that order.
That's fair. I think that's fair, to be honest. I'd have to agree, honestly. I think the Celtics are going to be there. The Knicks have the problem is if one of OG, who has an injury history, or freaking Precious is already out, and Mitchell Robinson's already out. Like, if Mitch Rob doesn't get to the playoffs healthy, and OG or OG, something goes wrong with OG, they lack serious depth. I know that McBride's there. You mentioned Kolek's there, but like, I'm not sure. Deuce had a fantastic series against the Sixers. But is he going to be able to carry that? And that goes against their identity of their long wings, who are going to be OG and Bridges on with Josh Hart. It's just, I don't know. The Knicks are one injury away, but also it's just a Tibbs team, and by the end of the season, usually it
They're
gets
all
run
playing
down.
40 minutes, 44
So yeah,
minutes, 46
that's a worry.
minutes.
That's a worry. I know Josh Hart jokes about I don't have a hard job. I like to play 48 minutes a night, but that's not a sustainable thing for the long run. But yeah, all right. So Dave and I have the Celtics. Ricky has the Sixers heading. I can't even say that. It came out weird.
Sixers,
I know.
baby.
It's been really fun to watch you react to Ricky talking about the Sixers.
Ricky, give me your Western Conference playoff run through.
I want to go last. This has got to be me go last.
Okay, I'll go first. No, I haven't gone
shenanigans
first. I'll go first. My 1 through 8 is Thunder Clippers. I have the Thunder. Who won the trade? Literally the greatest trade of all time. Top 2 at least. Beating the Clippers once again.
Both of us have trade matchups in the playoffs.
Yeah, I have the Suns and the Mavericks. I have the Suns beating the Mavericks in the first round. I have the Nuggets and the Grizzlies with the Nuggets advancing, and I have the Wolves and the Kings with the Wolves defeating the Kings. Second round is Thunder, Suns, Nuggets, Wolves. I have the Thunder and the T-Wolves advancing to the conference finals. Okay. And then I have the Oklahoma City Thunder defeating the Minnesota Timberwolves and advancing to the finals. So my finals would be the Boston Celtics and the Oklahoma City Thunder.
Nice. Not too dissimilar on my end. Thunder versus Pels in that 1-8 matchup. I got the Thunder moving on. Suns Mavs also have that matchup. I have the Suns moving on as well. Grizzlies Nuggets, I have that matchup. I have the Grizzlies winning that one though. T-Wolves Kings, I have the T-Wolves winning that matchup. So go into round 2, Thunder Suns. I'm gonna go with the Suns. I think the Suns are gonna have everything put together by this point. I feel really good about this team. Grizzlies T-Wolves matchup, I will have against my better interests the T-Wolves moving on.
Okay.
So that brings me to a Western Conference final of Suns and T-Wolves. I got the Suns. I think the Suns are going to the championship.
You got the Celtics Suns.
Celtics Suns.
Wow, that'd be a snooze festival finals. All right, Ricky, I'm kidding.
Just wait for this ride, Jake. So I got the Thunder and the Lakers. Thunders win. Okay. Then the Grizzlies and the Suns. The Grizzlies win. Okay. Wolves Mavs. Mavs win. Nuggets Clippers. Nuggets win. Then I got the Thunder and the Grizzlies. Thunder win. Mavs Nuggets. Nuggets win. Thunder versus the Nuggets.
Oh, I know
the Nuggets win.
Yeah, he's setting up a beat Jokic. That's all he's trying to do. He's just trying to narrative run it. Oh my god.
They're gonna be pissed off, dude. They're gonna have a great season, and then they're gonna run right through the playoffs.
I respect it. I mean, I don't hate on it, but
it's gonna be tough for beat.
And the Mavs are just gonna rob us of that Wolves Nuggets rematch.
Yeah.
Klay Thompson, game winner to send the Wolves home.
Really?
Klay. He was over 9 in the first. He stinks. What were you saying, Dave?
It's gonna be tough for Jokic to win a championship when he only plays in Philadelphia.
Jokic to win a championship when he only plays in Philadelphia. Yeah, that'd be tough if he only played away games.
No, I meant you know what I meant.
No, yeah, you said it. I mean, I'm just saying.
You know what I meant.
Um,
Embiid runs from conflict.
I'm going to be honest with you. I don't think we have to worry about that because I don't think either team's making it. So
Yeah, I'm
I
with you on
think,
that one.
I think, hey,
That'd be entertaining.
that
but-
would be like we're getting the Dodgers Yankees Otani versus Judge.
You see
get
what I'm going
Jokic,
there?
Yeah, I do
he's
like
going
that.
for the- he's go-
Right, Ricky
he's
spinning the
going
narrative.
he's going for the same thing. Like we got Chiefs Niners last year. It was the best Chiefs night yet. Yeah, I do what Ricky's going for, the trifecta. I mean, that would be an electric finals. Let's
would.
Adam Silver needs to compete with the other leagues, compete with the rankings.
Oh, wow, Adam Silver.
we can't say that on the podcast.
I don't want to say it. I don't want to have to bleep it.
Yeah. We have a special nickname, and if you want to know, I almost said it. If you want to know Silver's nickname, join that Discord down below. Free to join. At me in the Discord. I'm a marginal contact. You can at me there, and you can find out. I'll tell you what the nickname.
I don't know.
is.
I think I gave a good enough hint.
To be fair, if you are an OG, there was a wet boy back in the day, but it wasn't a wet boy. It was a dry boy, wasn't it?
It was a dry dude.
It was a dry dude of Adam Silver. In his nickname, that was some of Ricky's best work. I can't lie.
We're bringing back Wet Boys, right?
Yeah, we're doing Wet Boys this year. Let's go into our finals matchups. Dave, you have the Celtics and the Suns. So give me a rundown on that series, your prediction, what you think happens, and we'll go key matchups and all that.
One of the best offenses versus one of the best offenses. I mean, it's going to be electric as far as like, how do you stop Kevin Durant, Devin Booker, and Bradley Beal versus how do you slow down, Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, and whatever shooter steps up from the Boston Celtics that series. God forbid they have a healthy Porzingis. Then it turns into an absolute show because I mean, just the Boston Celtics have all the answers, but at the same time, I feel like Kevin Durant and Devin Booker have been like overlooked because they're in Phoenix, and Bradley Beal underperformed so much. We even joked about like, you don't even have to be like Washington Bradley Beal. You just have to not be bad, and this team is going to be fantastic this year. So I love the idea of Beal having a finals run, KD getting a chance to go back to the finals, and Booker, I think, just continuing like another fantastic year after what he did last year, the final Olympic run, not final Olympic run, but Olympic run, and then getting to the finals this year.
Yep, I'll save you for last week because you have the spicy one.
But I do have Boston winning.
I appreciate it.
If that wasn't.
Oh yeah, sorry. Yeah. You have Boston repeating twice.
I do. I think they're that good.
Yeah, I have Celtics Thunder in mind. I like a Dave has the Celtics. I think it's interesting because no defending champ has made it past the second round since the KD Warriors. So it'll be interesting to see if the Celtics are the one to break that curse. In my mind, I know our cumulative rankings and probably the consensus would be a little bit different, but I think the Celtics and the Thunder, when healthy, have the best two starting lineups in basketball, and the Knicks would probably be third behind them. No disrespect to the Knicks. Before Knicks fans get mad or anything like that. I just think the Celtics and the Thunder are incredible. I think the Thunder are deeper than the Celtics. I also think that Jalen Williams kind of announces himself a little bit more this year. Like, I know we had the start of last year and people started getting a little bit excited and how good he could be, but I think this is the year where he cements that. I think Isaiah Hartenstein is such a huge pickup for them, and being able to have a guy who, you already have SGA, you already have Casey Wallace, you already have Jalen Williams who can be creators, but to have a center like this now that you can use as a hub takes a little bit of pressure off of Chet. Yeah. And it's going to make for so many more open looks for them. The Celtics are the Celtics. If they get Porzingis back, yeesh. I don't know. It's just right. They're such a ridiculous team. I mean, they are still the best team in the NBA. I think. It's so hard to have everything go right for you 2 years in a row, and that's not disrespect to the Celtics, but literally,
they literally lost out on Porzingis.
Outside of Porzingis, but we said if Porzingis gives you 2 games in the finals, you win. Right? And he gave you the 2 games in the finals. So if Porzingis does the same thing, I could easily see them winning again. Porzingis, his surgery worries me a little bit. I'm not sure he's going to make it all the way to this healthy when we get to these finals if we're here in June. I'm going Thunder over Celtics for SGA to get his first ring. The Thunder, the young team, to get their first ring. But I think it would be 7 games. I think if we somehow get Celtics Thunder and they're at full health, I think it'd be one of the best finals in recent memory.
Yeah.
Ricky, what you got?
Spinning the narratives.
Sixers in 6 with Jake Neverman in the building. You have to go. If there's a game 6 and it's an elimination game and they can win it, you're going. We will bring up the money for you to go.
Oh, she's got the money.
Okay. Yeah, Mr. Moneybags over there. Yeah, I mean,
Sixers and 6 in Philly.
Man, what a scene. Can you imagine Philadelphia if they won the title?
Could I imagine you at the game?
I think I would have.
You would be obliterated.
No.
I wouldn't have clothes on. I'd probably be like the guys climbing you know how they grease the poles?
Yeah.
Just don't eat dog poop.
Yeah, I
or horse poop. Or whatever poop you would prefer that day.
No horse. Yeah, no, I would probably be climbing the poles, tailgating in the sports complex. Like, oh, what a day that would be. But I think it's a long shot. I don't think it happens, but
would you honestly go to Game 6 if they had a chance to win it in Philly?
Yeah. Remember what I did when? So I won't say where, but I don't live in Pennsylvania anymore. But when I did, I paid to go to Game 7 against the Hawks. I paid like $600 to sit in the nosebleeds, and I watched Ben Simmons pass up a layup to pass it to Matisse Thybulle and get fouled. If I paid money for that, if my team has any sort of a chance in the postseason to win a title, I will be there.
You're gonna be
I would consider flying to Denver if it was a Game 7 and Denver's above. I'd consider it. So, yeah, I mean, it'd be fantastic. I don't see it happening, but I do love your optimism, and I know that I've made Ricky a little pseudo Sixers fan over the last.
It also helps when the Bulls suck.
Yeah, so he watches. When we're in Discord, I basically make everybody watch the Sixers games if they want to watch anything. So. It is what it is. Some of us then I can watch the rest of the games the next day at work. I know some people who don't like that, but it's one of the perks of my job. But yeah, I would say it'd be interesting. The Nuggets and the Sixers just have a lot of what ifs. Just a lot of what ifs. So again, but it's the playoffs and it never goes chalk. So my finals is like a 90% chance my finals will not happen. Because those are the best two teams.
So basically the most non-chalk is me, so the most realistic one is me.
I think Dave is towing the line because he took one favorite and one non-favorite and kind of put them in. That's usually how it goes, right? Because like Nuggets Heat 2 years ago, and then Celtics past year. Why can't I remember who they played?
Who?
Mavs.
Mavs. Thank you. The Mavs were not a favorite going into the year.
It was a surprise that they were even in the finals.
Yeah, right. So that's how it usually goes. You usually get one favorite from one conference, and then
one favorite, the Nuggets, one surprise, the Sixers.
I don't think the Nuggets are not a favorite this year.
If the Nuggets are the 2 seed and like a game or two back from the Thunder, they're going to be favorites with the Thunder.
Yeah, the other scenario is that the Knicks beat the Celtics. That Dave and I don't have them doing in the conference finals if they're somewhat healthy. The finals in New York after a World Series in October.
Oh,
dude, that city might lose their minds.
Shuts down.
Yeah. Yep. Any final thoughts, guys, on your predictions? Anything you want to put in before the season starts? Literally, as you're watching this today, as we're recording tomorrow. What?
I can't wait for the parade in Philly.
Man, if there's a parade in Philly, you all got to come. We all gotta,
I'll be there.
We all got to go on Broad Street, and I got to make Dave wear a Jokic jersey so that he can get absolute pelters from the entire crowd.
I'd do it.
But yeah, for us at the Fast Break, again down below, check out the Patreon and the Discord. Leave a like on the video if you made it this far. Give us comments on your awards, your finishes in the season, your predictions of who's going to win the finals. Criticize us for ours. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell if you want to get notified every single time that we do post a video. I believe next week it'll just be Dave and I, as Ricky told me. So it'll just be us two discussing. We'll be discussing week 1 of the NBA season. Overreactions probably. Maybe some Oakley and Folkley coming back because I did think about that the other day. Maybe a classic segment coming back.
I hated that segment.
Well, guess what? Ricky won't be here, so Oakley and Folkley between Dave and I could happen.
Really dating myself for that one.
I was on one of those back in like 2018, and I remember that freaking. I think what's his name? I think the other host used to ask me,
Sean Anderson guy?
Is Chetty Osman like an offensive force, Oakley or Folkley? And I was like, huh? I was like, no.
But yeah, not on a team in the NBA right now.
No. Week 1 overreactions are some of our favorite stuff to do. They're amazing. It'll be a fun. By then we'll have. I think most teams will have played 3 games by then when we record next Monday. So yeah, we'll be here and we'll be here all season long. So if you want to subscribe for the NBA content, if you're into the NFL. I think Ricky and JD recorded a big board or something to do with the draft today.
Big board.
So NFL draft content coming. Also next week coming. Yeah. Also coming next week will be Dave and I's 1.0 big board. So draft content from us is going to start coming in the next week. So it is going to start rolling here as my camera decides to unfocus. I'm going to get out of here. For us three and everybody at MVP, happy NBA season. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you guys enjoy the content, and we'll be here all season long. And go Sixers. I hope everybody has a great day and a great first week of the NBA season.
Philadelphia.
Just going to end with
76ers. As always, we'd like to thank the people that make these videos possible, our patrons whose names are displayed on the screen now. If you would like to become a patron, go ahead and click the Patreon icon in the bottom right. And if you'd like to check out another video from MVP Sports, hit the video in the upper left. As always, thanks for watching.